Lethal Lily, in my opinion, the best 2023 Home Depot animatronic just for its animation. It is truly insane. This is one of the props that truly revolutionizes the retail Halloween industry, just like Grimm and Mr. Dark from a few years ago. This is the new generation, I guess you could say. I've seen many videos on this one, and I'm really excited to unbox her, and hopefully she lives up to what all the hype is for her. It says she's 7 feet tall, so I'm assuming that goes to the tip of the hat, but maybe she is taller than that. I'm not sure, so I guess we will find out. So this was at my local Home Depot. It wasn't on the floor yet, but it was in the shelving up on the top level, and I was able to ask them, and they were more than willing to get it down for me, so I'm super thankful for that. I'm super happy to get my hands on her because I truly think this is going to be one of the hot items from Home Depot this year. So she has her original shipping box still, and inside is another box. Here is the Lethal Lily box in its shipping box. I'm going to pull this box out and we can get a better look at her box. So here she is. We've got the 7-foot dead water animated LED Lethal Lily the Witch. Indoor use only. She's going to be outdoors, so just make sure she doesn't get wet in the rain. Head and mouth and eyes move, motion activated, illuminated brown handle, and speaks 7 phrases? Wow. So let's cut open her box, shall we? This thing, I'm really looking forward to it. Super excited. This is one of the more of the props I'm really interested in this year, because we are doing a swamp theme, and it's just like perfect timing, if I'm being honest. And I'm really looking forward to it. So let's see if I can get this last piece of tape off. There we go. All right, here we go. Opening the box to Lethal Lily. I keep almost calling her Lunging Lily, which that one should be coming to the channel soon enough as well. But here is the box. There are instructions on these flaps right here. I don't know if these are instructions printed for the box, and are there also instructions? Oh yes, they are. We also have her real copy of instructions, and this is pretty cool. It's all colorized and stuff. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so one thing I saw is that she only has 1 pole, which I'm not too keen on, but if that's how it is, that's how it is. So let's see now. I have the camera orientated, so you should be easily able to pack her away at the end of the year if you just play this video backwards. So the first thing that's in this box is her base right here. And it does have a long support pole right here on the diagonal, which should help out the stability. Next we have her ginormous hat right here, and this is kind of packed under, the top part is kind of packed under some of the other parts here. So there's the hat. That's pretty large and pretty awesome. This is the coolest part right here. Here is the head. Now this is really interesting to me. So some of it is plastic, while the other part of it is latex. I'm assuming this is latex. This is really interesting to me. Look at this. I've never seen this before. If I can get this plastic off. Here is the head. It's got some good weight to it, and I'm sure there's a lot of mechanics going on in here. So yeah, the front part is latex, but the back part is all plastic. And then there's an opening for probably a screw hole. Next up we have what looks to be some of her clothing, if not all of it, right in here. It's got some Spanish looking moss stuff. It looks really detailed. Again, this thing is amazing. I'm really hyped up to see this whole thing in action here. Here we have one of her staff pieces with her hand. Here is the hand right here. Again, this hand is plastic, and so is the staff piece, but this all lights up, so that would be pretty cool. Here we have her 2 arms. These both have wires coming off of it for all the lighting that is in the toad basket and the staff. This is the adapter right here in its white box. Here we have more clothing pieces. This has the sensor built into it, and then it looks like this whole mech part comes out. Right here we have some looped brackets here, so some interesting stuff going on there. And then we have the main armature and module all connected here, and the sensor is also a part of this, and this gets velcroed to her clothing, I'm assuming. Here's the toad with the potion and the main basket. This is supposed to look like a weaving basket? I don't know the right pronunciation, but this thing is awesome. I love the toad. This is gonna fit awesome in the swamp this year. And then here we've got some more poles for her staff right here. And then lastly, we have some support poles, which are hiding in this bottom corner right here. So hopefully this helps you guys out when it's time to store her away for the season, so you don't have to hassle with trying to remember how this thing gets put back together. But that is everything that is in the box, so now let's set her up. This thing should be pretty straightforward, so the first thing we're going to want to do is take the base right over here, and I'm going to place it wherever you want to place it. I'm going to put it right in front of the camera, like here. And then this pole is supposed to be the front pole because that's where the staff is going to be. So I have my poles out of the packaging here. I'm going to put this pole into place here first, and then slide over this support piece on. Hopefully that keeps it stabilized. Next we're going to take the C-pole and snap lock that on top. Next we're going to take her gown part, and I think there is a front on it. The front part is where like the freaky fabric is not all over the place. So like something like this, I believe. So the fabric is all around the back and stuff. So that looks pretty good. So you're going to take this waist loop bracket piece right here and put this on over it like here, and then you're going to take the clip and clip it back into place. Now we are going to take her main control box piece, take off any of the shipping protection, and put this over top here like this. Next we are going to take her adapter, and it's saying to plug the adapter in right now. So her adapter is plugged in, and now we are going to take her shirt part and drape it over the armature here. I do like the texture on this clothing piece as well. Feels really good quality stuff. So we are just going to drape this over the module like this. Be gentle, don't want to rip it. Now I'm going to take her arms and run them through the sleeves of the clothing. I also like to say that the metal, like the forks, these forks right here, are a lot thicker of a metal than older props similar to this, and it just seems like much higher quality stuff. Now I'm going to plug in the wires to their respected locations, and to make it just easier for later purposes, here's the other arm. And you are also going to want to take your IR sensor that has the Velcro, and you're going to want to slap that on the front where the hole is for the sensor. Now let's take the staff part and put this all together here, and then we just pull the sleeve over the arm like that, and it looks pretty good. Now we will take the other two poles and put those into place. So here are the other two staff poles, and you are going to want to twist lock these in, it looks like, so they slide together and then just twist lock into place. And then this is the one down here that slides over the pole. And while you're at it, might as well take off these stickers. So there is her staff all in place. Looks pretty good. Now let's move on to the other arm. So this is the arm that is carrying the toad basket piece, and it just slides on like that. And then once again, we have a clip here that we want to attach to the fork just to lock it in place so it can't really move anywhere when you're picking it up and moving it around and stuff like that. And then we are just going to plug in the clip once again for the wires. I apologize if you can hear some rain in the background. It's currently really storming heavily right now. The next thing we are going to do is take the head and slide it onto the metal piece right here, all the way down. And then there is a screw that you need to tighten up for the head to get locked into place. So once you have the head on, you want to plug in the head. So there's just two wires, connect those together, and that should be set to go. Then we have this piece, and this is supposed to be some sort of like a back arch piece for her. So this just goes on the back of Lethal Lily, and again it has another one of those clips that you want to take the little clip off, slide the fork over, and then clip it back on. Once that is complete, you're going to Velcro up the back of her shirt to hide all of the components. Adjust her shirt to your liking, and then we also want to take off this sticker right here. We also have some freaky fabric moss looking stuff, and then this gets draped from the back over her to complete her look. Something like this. It's really however you want. It doesn't really matter. And then last but not least, you are going to want to take her hat and put it on the top of her head. Make sure the hair is facing how hair should normally face. And then you just have this Velcro piece that you need to get up and Velcro. And this thing is really tall. It is really intimidating and just really overall awesome. And then there's Velcro on the back that you need to attach as well, it looks like. Here she is, all complete. Absolutely insane. You can see how tall she is. I did not realize how tall she would be. This has got to be a little more than 7 feet if you count to the tip of the hat. This thing is awesome. So Lethal Lily is all set up and ready to go. She's all posed. So let's plug her in. See if she works. I hope that she works. I had a storm a little earlier, so I had to hold out because I didn't want anything bad to happen to her. But she's plugged in.
Wait, is it a motorized smell? Please come closer and let me get a good look at you. Oh dear, what happened to your face? If you'd like, I can turn you into a toad. It would be a definite upgrade, I think.
So she looks pretty cool. The eyes are what really makes her look realistic.
Halloween! Oh, the stars are in perfect alignment tonight. It must be nearly time to help the spirits arise. Oh, I'm so happy you've come to help celebrate. And so have all my critters slithering around your feet.
So I have the lights turned off and my colored lights turned on. So now let's see what she looks like in the dark.
Oh, you want to leave? It's well known that those who enter my lair never leave. Now come along. I've been waiting for you for quite some time. And, dearie, you'll be fine. A fine potion to make me immortal. I've been brewing a new potion, and I just need a few ingredients that you seem to have. One eye, a liver, a femur. You won't miss them at all. I promise that it will be quick and mostly painless. Did you know I've lived hundreds of years? I know, shocking considering my good looks, eh? All it takes is a special salve. Blood sure does the trick for this old skin. And you have just the right type. You know what they say, beauty is pain. Oh. Wait, is it a motorized smell? Please come closer and let me get a good look at you. Oh dear, what happened to your face? If you'd like, I can turn you into a toad. It would be a definite upgrade, I think. Happy Halloween! Oh, the stars are in perfect alignment tonight. It must be nearly time to help the spirits arise. Oh, I'm so happy you've come to help celebrate. And so have all my critters slithering around your feet. Now, you best be careful in this swamp. There are lots of snakes and spiders that would just love to sink their teeth into you. Now, come along into my lair. I'll be sure to take good care of you, my pretty.
So there she is, the all-new for 2023 Home Depot Lethal Lily Animatronic. This one, though might not be super scary, I think is one of the most innovative props of our time. The blinking of the eyes is really what makes this thing look lifelike, and it's not just that they blink, but they also squint. So it's not like just a generic blink every here and there. It's squinting and blinking. So you're getting like two effects out of just one mechanism, which is awesome. And then the mouth moves really great. There is not problems where the whole face like comes down with some like other latex props. The mouth is the only piece that comes down, and the eyes being able to move around fairly quickly looks really realistic to a real life human. And the fact that she is 7 feet tall, probably more than 7 feet tall, is also insane because she is towering and really not super intimidating, but dominating. She is very dominant. I love how she has a lights only mode and how the staff lights up. I really think that this is cool. It looks like the whatever's entwined with the staff is coming to life, like she has mystical, magical powers. And I also like how the LEDs shine on her face. I've watched many other videos and I'm like, where are those LEDs coming from? I thought they were like maybe in the brim of the cap somewhere, like somehow shining maybe from the bucket here. But no, the LEDs are coming from the staff shining on her face, so she has her own face lighting, which is pretty cool. So overall, you really got to hand it to Home Depot and SVI for making this prop. It is so cool to see how far companies have come over all these years. Like you can see two witch props from totally different eras made by the same company, and it's just so cool to see how different they are. But they are both great in their own ways. But that is about the end of this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.